Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. It is our very first July prediction involving Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the presumptive Democratic nominee to replace Joe Biden as he dropped out 2 days ago due to his declining age and mentality. She will be facing the Republican nominee, Donald Trump. So let's see how, as you know, what has changed with a Kamala Harris replacing Joe Biden. It is election night 2024. So we're going to give a moment. I just need to pull up my sources. And then we can go ahead and get started. I should have had it up before I started this video, I will admit. But yes, I have it on my phone. Yes, I got it up. All right, it's 6 o'clock p.m. 6 o'clock p.m. will be the states of Indiana and Kentucky are closing in those the polls are closing in those two states. They are going for Donald Trump. Indiana and Kentucky in favor for Donald Trump, 19 electoral votes. Seven p.m. we got some states that have closed their polls. Vermont is going in favor for Kamala Harris. And I honestly say Kamala or Kamala. I don't even know how it's pronounced. I hear it either way. But you know what? I'm just going to say, if I say it the wrong way, oh well. So Vermont goes to Kamala Harris. Virginia is too close to call, however. South Carolina in favor for Donald Trump. Okay, text. All right. Florida is going for Donald Trump. Let's just say his chances of winning there have been boosted due to Kamala Harris's intent to run. Georgia, as of right now, in favor to go to Donald Trump, but it's too close to call as of right now. It's not, the hour's not over yet. It's 7:30 p.m. We are going to go ahead and call the states of West Virginia and Ohio for Donald Trump. North Carolina, just too close to call as of right now. But in favor to go to Donald Trump as we speak. Eight o'clock p.m. It is 8 o'clock. We have a row of states to call. We have the state of Massachusetts in favor for Kamala Harris. Rhode Island going for Kamala Harris. Connecticut for Harris. New Jersey for Harris. Delaware for Harris. Maryland for Harris. DC for Harris. Pennsylvania, too close to call. However, Donald Trump will prevail in the states of North Carolina and Georgia. He will also prevail in Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. That again, 137 electoral votes, but it's not over yet. Michigan is still close to call. However, we can call the state of Illinois for Kamala Harris. We will go ahead and call Missouri for Donald Trump. Kansas for Donald Trump. Oklahoma for Donald Trump. Texas, we are considering to call it, but right now, we are just going to say it's too close. North and South Dakota are going for Donald Trump. Oklahoma at 8:30 p.m. Arkansas at 8:30 p.m. We can officially declare that Trump is the winner in that said state. Texas, we can now call for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is all the way at 212 electoral votes. Kamala still struggling at 74 electoral votes, having a hard time building that momentum, mainly in minority or feminist minority communities, if you will. But here's some good news for her. She is going to gain, probably in favor to gain the state of New York at the end of the day. But we will wait we'll wait and see. Louisiana going for Donald Trump. Iowa for Donald Trump. Nebraska, Donald Trump. The first and third districts, obviously, for Donald Trump. The second district is still too close to call. We can call the state of New York for Kamala Harris, boosting her up to 102 electoral votes. Kamala Harris's aim to win in the state of Colorado at the end of the day, but that state is too close to call. Wyoming going for Donald J. Trump. The state of Maine is aiming to go to Kamala Harris at the end of the night. We will go ahead and call Pennsylvania and Michigan for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is pretty much almost declared the winner. 267 electoral votes. That is huge. Gains from Pennsylvania and Michigan. We are looking at, let's just say, Wisconsin, aiming to go to Trump at the end of the night. It's pretty much over for the Harris campaign. I think they realize that. But New Hampshire is just too close to call. Virginia, too close to call. Minnesota, too close to call. Colorado and New Mexico will go for Kamala Harris. And then coming next up is Colorado. We can now go ahead and call the state of Wisconsin for Donald Trump. That said, we can officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States. Then again, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris by 277 electoral votes to her 117 electoral votes. However, the race is not over yet. We still have the western states to cover. So, bear with me there. We can officially declare that Virginia will go for Kamala Harris, a state that Donald Trump was supposed to win in recent polls against Joe Biden in the state. However, with Kamala Harris has more of a chance to win in Virginia, according to polls, than Joe Biden. That's so a realization that most people do not know, but this is according to polls. I'm looking at recent polls, but everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But yes, Minnesota goes to Kamala Harris at the end of the night. It's 10 p.m. We can officially call the states of Montana, Idaho, and Utah for Donald Trump. Nebraska's 2nd congressional district goes to Donald Trump. Maine at large, the 1st district should have been to Harris a long time ago. Maine goes to Harris regardless. The 2nd district, however, goes to Trump. Arizona, Nevada. We can call Nevada for Donald Trump. And we can call Arizona for Donald Trump as well. All right, it is 11 p.m. We can now officially call the Pacific states, California, Oregon, and Washington. They're going for Kamala Harris. That boosts her up past 200 electoral votes. we are going to go ahead and call the state of New Hampshire for Donald Trump. Then again, we've seen in recent statewide polling, I can pull it up for sources, but yes, polls suggest, now I use the word suggest, that two polls, that Donald Trump defeats Kamala Harris in a three-way and two-way race. Mainly because Kamala Harris is going to have a hard time energizing that white libertarian population in New Hampshire, and you'll see that New Hampshire almost voted for Donald Trump in 2016. Yeah, Hillary Clinton had a very hard time energizing, but then again, it's Hillary Clinton, and that name, that Clinton name, is probably what resulted to her winning New Hampshire. But other than that, if it wasn't Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump was going against I would say, like Kamala Harris doing 16, Donald Trump would definitely win New Hampshire regardless. But seeing that Kamala Harris is the vice president, and he's kind of on the successor line, she might have a chance in winning New Hampshire. But then again, she has always had a hard time energizing the auto worker, the farmer, the labor workers, and the libertarian in the said state. So that is my general theory. But yes, we can now officially call, it's 12 p.m. the next day, we can now officially call our Alaska and Hawaii for Trump and Harris. So here is our wacky prediction. Trump at 317, Harris at 221. What do you guys think? Anyway, thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next political episode.